Hey, thanks for coming out. This show is about the river. The river is the thing that's sort of underneath everything. The river is what flows underneath reality. Molecules aren't the river, ideas are the river. It's about sort of what you think about and what you dream about. There's a theory that all of our unconscious are connected to each other. So this show is about the river. It's the thing that kind of makes, it's the stuff that's not real but really real, you know? It's the stuff that you know outside of your five senses. So what are we going to do? I'm going to, hopefully one of you guys will share something that you did today, and we'll start there. The show is completely improvised. The music's improvised, the words are improvised, and so we'll just start with something that somebody did today, and we'll just go. What else? Oh, one other thing. This is primarily an audio medium show, so if you want to just close your eyes, you can. It's just going to be me up here. So, you know what I mean? Like, you're looking at what it is. So you just put that in your head, you can close your eyes, and I promise you probably nothing surprising will happen visually. So and anyway, thanks for coming, guys. What is something that somebody did today, just if somebody wants to share something, anything that you did today, something mundane, maybe somebody did the dishes, maybe we just start with dishes.
I took a nap and did the dishes.
You took a nap.
But not at the same time.
And did the dishes, okay, perfect, that's perfect, thank you so much. This is just notes for the keyboard. It's not like notes for stuff I'm gonna say. Just in case. Okay, good, awesome. No one ever really thinks about what dragons actually look like. Like, you watch TV and you think, you know, you see Game of Thrones and there's that big dragon, and you can kind of see it, but you know that it's digital. And it's like they're drawn a lot. But you don't ever really think about what a dragon looks like close up, like if it really existed, what it would look like, how big the scales would be, and what it would smell like. You don't ever think about the sound that a dragon would make. On TV, they're always like, like what? Like a bear, like a reptile bear or something. So when I saw this dragon, I was surprised by the noise that it made. It was sort of it doesn't quite do it justice, but it's a lot closer than the actual roar. It was croaky, it was whiny, it definitely wasn't intimidating. The scariest thing about it was how loud it was. It was deafening, and it drowned out all thought that I had. I was there, and I was with you, and we were about to start making out. And then I heard this noise, and I turned around, and I said, dragon. Like a big, black, and red, like the kind of, you know, like those pants that used to be popular in the 90s, not the hypercolor ones, but the ones where you would see them under a different light, and they would kind of change color. Sometimes you'll see like a sports car like that, sort of shimmering, there's a word for it. Pigeons have it on their neck. It looks like that, right? Black and red. It's very intimidating. Its teeth are gigantic and sharper than you think. When you see teeth, dragon teeth on TV, they're sort of like rounded at the edges. These aren't rounded at the edges. These are fucking sharp. They're sharp all the way down to, if you touched one, it would cut you to smithereens. And its breath, oh my God. Can you imagine what its breath smelled like? When I was a kid one time, me and my dad, my aunt was moving from Scottsdale to Boise. And we drove out to Scottsdale, we put all of our stuff in our bag, and we drove up to Boise. And it was the middle of summer, it was like the middle of July, it was so hot. You don't think of Boise, Idaho being so hot, but it was so hot. And right outside of Boise, there's a slaughterhouse. And we drove through there at 10 p.m. and I couldn't see anything, but I could smell it. And we could smell it for 20 miles. And it just got worse and worse and worse. And we tried to roll up the windows and it blocked it out for a minute, but then it got worse. Oh shit. And it was like 90 degrees out here at 10 o'clock. And it's just like the way that death smells and the way that it sort of permeates your whole body. It's more than a smell, it's a feeling. It makes you want to retch, but more than retch. Like, can your soul retch? Or can your life retch? That doesn't even make any sense. But anyway, that's what this dragon's breath smelled like. I don't even seem hyperbolic. I was very horny. And we were like about to make out. And I could smell your breath and it smelled like oranges and, aloe. I love the way your breath smells. I think about it a lot. And then, but contrasted to the way this dragon's breath smells, God, you know what I mean? So then I turned around and then it opened its mouth and its tongue, God, its tongue was like this big, it's like, I don't have the words for it, it's kind of like a carpet flapping in the wind. It's hard to describe. And then it ate me. The dragon did. It just sort of swallowed me. And I just felt pain all over my body. It's weird. One time when I was a kid, when I was 8, I was playing in the street, and a drunk driver was driving down the street, and it popped the curb, and he didn't hit me head on, but he hit me, kind of sideswiped me, and I was only like, what, how big are 8-year-olds? They're tiny, right? Threw me up against a wall, and it broke 4 of my ribs, and it broke my arm, and it broke 3 of my fingers on my right side. That's kind of why I'm a little bit weird on my right side. So anyway, I went to the hospital, and they put me under, and they were fixing me, but the fucking anesthesiologist did it wrong, and so I kind of came through in the middle of when they were resetting my ribs and that they were kind of redoing my arm. And weirdly, that's exactly what this dragon eating me felt like. It was actually only on my right side, it was only in those ribs, and it was only in that arm. And it was like that. It seemed like, it was kind of like, you know how it is, like, it's kind of like long and short at the same time. And so I have dreams about dragons all the time. I've been having dreams about dragons even before. Well, I guess they started around the time I got hit by the car. I guess I never thought about it. Because they always eat me. The dragon. It's not the multiple dragons, it's always that one dragon. He's always eating me. Every time at the end of the dream. So then I got up and did the dishes, and that's when I called you because I wanted to hear your voice. I was sort of scared. I have this dream a lot, but it doesn't make it less scary, Like, even when you have a dream and it's not. This is a long message, right? So, if you feel listening to the whole thing, you can just call me back whenever. I'll just be here doing the dishes, and I'll be, I don't know, I might watch Crazy Ex-Girlfriend's on. It starts tonight, so I might, if you don't call before, then I'll be watching that, so. Oh, okay, bye. I have other recurring dreams too. There's one about like a really sexy fairy. I know that seems kind of weird to say, but like she's a normal size fairy, or maybe in the dream I'm small too. And we have sex a lot, but kind of like in this weird way, where we're sort of like two frogs, kind of bumping against each other, our genitals. It sounds weird because in the dream we don't have regular just dicks and vaginas and stuff. We have these weird genital sort of things, which are more just like, they're hard to explain, it doesn't really matter. It's not like about the genitals, although it is sort of about the genitals. And we're sort of like bumping up against each other. And it's kind of weird because she always has a different face. Not always, but like in the different parts of my life. I've been having this dream since I was 12. And so like first I had this, like, but when I was 12, Connie Chung was really big. Like, she was a host of 2020 or something, and she wasn't like exactly like Connie Chung, but she looked kind of like a 14-year-old or a 16-year-old Connie Chung, instead of like she was like kind of in her 30s or whatever, maybe, I don't know how old she was. This was like right when she was getting married to Maury Povich. You remember that? And then later on, like she's looked like Christina Aguilera, and then she looked like just a lot of different people. Sometimes people I knew, sometimes people I didn't know. The weird part is that we weren't like frog creatures. We just had sex like frogs. I'm not exactly sure how to explain it. But we were always having sex, and then she would always whisper different things in my ear, sometimes with different, not with different languages, but sort of different accents. Like sometimes she would have a southern accent and say like, "Oh yeah, darling, just like that." Or sometimes she'd be like New York and be like, "Get out of here, get out of my way," or whatever. Except like nice things like, "You know, like you're so good, you know, you got a big dick," or whatever. And she'd let me, grabbing my back and stuff. And she was like, anyway, yeah. And then, but so the weird part is that one time she like when I was in my early 20s, her for 2 years her hair was blue the whole time. Like it was blue, and it doesn't seem weird now because everyone's hair is blue. But this is before people dyed their hair blue. People dyed their hair and stuff, you remember, but they didn't dye their hair blue. And so her pubic hair was blue, and it was so hot. It was so hot. It was the hottest thing that I've ever seen. So I went to the store and I bought some bleach and some manic panic. And I bleached my own downstairs, and it hurt really bad because I was bleaching too. You can see I have this dark black hair and stuff. And so anyway, I bleached it and it hurt really bad, and then I put the blue on, and then like it dyed my skin blue too, and it was sort of like weird because blue's like not the kind of color that hair should be, and so it was like. It was not as sexy as I thought it was, and then it grew back really fast. But anyway, this fairy, I dreamt about this fairy like a few days ago while I was taking a nap, and she had your face, and she was telling me, "God, I'm so into this. God, we should move in together, and we should be together, like." I know there's like and so then I was thinking, maybe we should move in together. And I know it's like it seems like a roundabout, I shouldn't be leaving you a message about this, we should be talking about this face to face. But, you could totally move in here. I got an extra space on my bed, I have a queen size bed, and we could, if you had too much stuff, we could just put my stuff in storage and put your stuff in there, and then it would be cool, because then it would be like my place, but your stuff, and I just like the way that all your, or we could do whatever, or we don't have to, I just wanted to talk to you, because I was missing you. And so I know you're at work. I know you're at work and that you can't like pick it up. And so I was just thinking, anyway, call me back. Even when you get up, I know you get off work at like 2 or 3 in the morning. You can just call me, and I'll probably be asleep, or I might not be. You know, just call me and we'll talk about it, or we can talk about anything. Okay, bye. I had this dream about my mom. Ever since my mom died, I had dreams about her. And she sits, like, we're sitting in this rocking chair. Like, have you ever seen the movie $1 Million Baby? Well, I haven't seen it either. But I saw this one, I've seen part of it, just this one scene. Or maybe it was a different movie, but like Clint Eastwood is sitting on this porch and he's about to shoot maybe a lesbian. It's like there's a porch, there's a long porch, and there's 2 rocking chairs on the porch. And it's funny because when my mom, we had like a place with a porch, but not like this. This is like out in the middle of the country, like maybe in the South. And so we were like sitting on the porch, me and my mom were always, in the dream, we're always there. And she's smoking a corncob pipe, which is weird because my mom, she never smoked. And so why is she smoking corncob pipe? I know that's weird, right? And then I'm also like, we're kind of sharing it back and forth, and we never have to reload it. That's a cool pipe, right? We're talking about just different stuff. She's always telling me about like not her childhood, but her relatives, and she's like, my family. Like, she's my mom. You don't know you never met my mom. Obviously, she died before we met. But she didn't have a Southern accent, even though she was born in the South. But she speaks in a Southern accent. My mother lived in Georgia, and during her debutante ball, she met John Williams, and John Williams took her virginity one balmy night in Savannah, Georgia, underneath a peach tree. And even though they didn't end up together, she still ever had fond memories every time she heard the name John Williams, which is every time she watched Star Wars or whatever, that Ben-Hur or whatever. I know that John was into Ben-Hur. My mom knows that too, but so I don't know why she's mixing up all the movies or whatever. So she just doesn't know these different stories about their family. And it's very like, and I'm just sitting there sort of like, the stuff I just told you was like sort of interesting, but it was like not enough interesting for me to sit there in a dream. You can fly around and get eaten by dragons or whatever. And then I always am telling her like, Mom, I got this job. I got a job. I got a job at Amazon, and I know I'm only doing like kind of customer service, but I work for this big company. I don't make a lot of money, but I definitely make more money than you ever did. Not to put it in your face, or whatever, but I kind of took it seriously, or whatever. Which is something that you didn't do, and this was something that we might have helped us out when we were young if you had taken some of this stuff a little bit more seriously, or whatever. But are you proud of me? And then she looks at me and she says, my great-great-grandmother came over on the Mayflower to the Commonwealth of Virginia back when it was still its own country. And most of the shit she's saying, I don't even know if it's true. So it's kind of like, and then I'm like, Mommy, it makes me like a little bit more like, Mommy. Not in that way, like, I know I'm making fun of myself, but like, I'm serious. Like, that woman for the last 5-10 years of her life just never seemed to acknowledge anything that I did. And and then she died, and it was sort of like, our last conversation was about turkey, like about how to cook a turkey. And we were arguing because she told me that to cook a turkey on Thanksgiving, you're supposed to slather it in a bunch of fucking mayonnaise and then wrap it up in a plastic bag for 2 days or whatever, and then put a bunch of salt on it and stuff. Okay, salt, it's one of the 4 elements. I mean, we all read the book, this seems normal, right? But then I was saying, like, look, I went on the internet and I saw this other stuff and I got this other bag because I was cooking dinner for Thanksgiving. And she was just we were arguing, and I was just saying, like, look, the internet is cool, it's got a lot of different ideas and stuff. And she was just like, arguing, and then so then she was just like, fine, do it your way. And then she went to the other room, and I was like, and she just sat there, and I cooked it, and so we had this kind of spat, and then we sat there and ate it together a few hours later, because it takes a long time to cook a turkey. And it's just like when she left that day, I hadn't seen her until she died. She weirdly, not weirdly, you know the story, but it was just all of a sudden, and so I didn't even see her, and we had a closed casket. I never saw her body again, and so it's like, but she had something. She was holding on to something about that conversation, and we never got to talk about it, and whenever she got, anyway. I feel like I'm calling you too much. I feel like that this might be something that it might be better if we were just talking kind of over drinks or whatever. I just miss you. I miss you. I miss you. Let me just talk about all the things that I miss just really quick before I hang up. I miss you. I miss your hair. I miss the way your hair looks. I miss your ears, the way that they kind of curl around. Yeah, and then I miss your breath. We talked about it before, the kind of orange, vanilla kind of. There's a little note of umami in there too. And I just miss your brain and your cool ideas and your body. God. And then you're way hotter than that fairy. So anyway, you can just, when you're done with work, you can just come over. If you want, you can just let yourself in. Well, we both know you have a key, so you can just come in whenever you want, and I'll just be here. And I'll cook you breakfast in the morning or whatever. You don't have to wake me up. You can wake me up if you want. You know what I'm saying? If you want to have sex or just talk or whatever you want. I'm down either way. So. All right, yeah. The new season of Crazy Ex-Girlfriend is it's kind of getting off to a slow start. So I'll just catch you up on what happened. You don't have to rewatch it, even though I got it on the TiVo. All right. Talk to you soon. I hope you're having a good time at work. Okay, bye. anymore? And I don't mean to like just start off this way. What I mean to say is hello. How are you? I'm fine. But I'm sort of I never been ghosted before. So I don't know if you're not picking up because you're like really busy with your life, or if you don't want to talk to me anymore, or I know that there's nothing wrong because I've seen that you've been responding to other people on Facebook. And I'm not stalking you, I was just trying to make sure that everything was okay because I haven't heard from you in a long time. Well, you know, a week is kind of a long time if you've been dating for 4 months. It just seemed like it was more serious than maybe you thought it was. Because I thought we were gonna I didn't think we were gonna move in together, but I was telling you about that dream and stuff. So, I didn't mean to, if I was leaving these long messages and you didn't like it or whatever, or scare you or something, I didn't mean for it to scare you or whatever. I'm just super into you. You could probably tell, right? And I was just trying to anyway, just let me know if you don't want me to call you anymore. Because I can do that. It's not my first choice. My first choice, let me make my choices. My first choice is that you're just super busy and that you'll hear this and you'll think, he's so cute. I can't wait to move in with him. That's my first choice. And that you're just busy. My second choice is that you're like, these messages are deep and I just don't have time to talk to him right now. And I'm breaking up with all the other guys that I'm dating just so we could be together. That's number 2. And then there's a lot of other options. And then the last option is, you're a fucking creep and I don't want to talk to you anymore and we were never really dating. And it's not even worth me picking up the phone to tell you that we're not dating anymore. That's the bottom, but I'm not driving the bus here. You're the bus, you're the one in charge. So you can call me, you know my number, because I keep calling you and texting you. And I'm sorry, I get it that it's probably too much. And that the messages are probably too long. So both the quality and the quantity and the other quantity is all too much. But it's just sort of like my attempt to reach out because I wanted us to be kind of connected. Anyway, call me back. I love you. Yeah. I do. Bye. Thank you.